Alright, so last time we lost our antiquarian, but hey, the team that had a bad time last time is all recovered, so we can give this fulminating prophet situation another shot and see how it goes. I'm taking Lucas along for the dots, because I want him to be able to apply dots on the boss, but also the prophet likes to do stress attacks, so having a anti-stress party member is not a terrible idea either. It's time to overstock, because it's a boss fight. That's too many. Always bring too much for the boss fight, because you never know how bad things are going to get. There we go. Now that I've spent too much money, let's learn to regret it.
The raving creature had to be silenced, but doing so proved maddeningly impossible. How had he survived the stockades, the icy waters, and the knives I delivered so enthusiastically into his back? How had he returned time and time again to rouse the townfolk with his wild speculations and prophecies? The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
Well, we have an obvious path forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles to get there. I believe that's a shorter path than we had last time, so a little bit of luck there, perhaps. Hey, a torch. Immediately.
A handsome reward.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
Well performed.
Tiny bit of gold. Let's just try to get there without... Ah, okay. Whoa!
Missteps are the exception, not the rule.
14 seems unusually high, right? For trap damage? That came as a surprise. Howdy. Oh, 2 bulwarks is not great news. But at least we can try to take out the stressor before they're making everyone panic. Alright. Yeah, the accuracy is going to help in this situation. The unfortunate thing is that Lucas can be helpful for the boss fight because of the applying the ranged dots and getting the stress reduced, but whenever we fight unholy waves, he's going to be a bit reduced in power in some ways. This would be a good time for retribution, probably. Yeah. Start beating down one of these back characters for not a whole lot of damage, but prep us for being able to fight back. Thankfully, we have an anti-unholy member of the party that'll help us out here. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot we can do against the noble from here, and also this guy's taking more damage already than I'd like him to. Yeah, 14 down is bad. So I could try Judgment the back row, but 5 to 12 is not the best. Could go for a stun, but we can't target the back row with that. Yeah, these guys can hit like trucks if I remember correctly, so I'm gonna go for a heal. Try to undo some of the bad. Thankfully we have a strong healer right now. Let's go for that smiting. There we go. One of them's half dead before getting an action. Oh, retribution didn't work out. We're working on it. Thankfully the amount of healing and stress healing we have can probably keep up with some of the bad stuff coming our way. Rude. They're trying to move me around. Not a fan, honestly. Let's try to get one of these 2 out of the way. Nope, none of that, please. Alright. Let's work on that stress, because it's already getting higher than I want it to be. There we go. Bit of maintenance here and there. There we go. Good old retribution. Just where we like it. Thankfully we have the heal buffs, and the heal buff comes at the cost of bonus stress coming in. But that's not such a big deal because we have a stress healer in the party. Oh! That messes with our damage sources a bit. But they're down to 1 attacker now, which is not bad. But yeah, the Crusader gets the damage bonus from being in the front row, so I don't really want them to get rearranged like that. That's bad news. We'll keep going for it. Way more damage already than I'd like. Kind of was hoping more of them would attack the man-at-arms with a marked target and the fact that he's significantly harder to kill because I've set him up that way. But so far, party is pretty healthy, so it's not the biggest problem right now. I'm draining stress faster than they can rise it up, and we'll be good to go soon. So I could melee for 4 to 8, or I could retribution and be prepared for counterattacks, but it's so weak. So the melee, the normal melee seems like a better choice right now. Just try to beat this character down. Really everyone needs a bit of a heal right now. Bonus. There we go. Yeah, if my heals and my stress reduction are this high, there's not really that much they can do unless they can power through it. And I took out their damage dealers first. I don't think that I don't think the Bone Noble can do a debuff, if I remember correctly. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think they can conflict me with diseases. I mean, so as long as I'm managing the stress, his primary threat doesn't amount to much. Now we should just saw our way through these corpses that are in my way. Man-at-Arms can actually attack rank 3, so he should be able to attack already right now. And we're not taking any damage because this guy doesn't really do damage, so the Vestal can also start fighting too. Feel better. There we go. We'll get you fixed up yet. Whoops. Not quite. Alright, now this is definitely his last turn, because now both melee characters are in range. Yep, this will be, the fights will probably be slow during this particular run, because I have a more defensive party set up. But overall, I think we might be safer. I mean, everyone just has 2 meters under their characters that are the two things that where bad stuff happens. And I have a party that can maintain both pretty well. So we'll probably make it work. Keys. Or maybe it's just a nice false sense of security after one attempt goes well. Either way, we're putting the Crusader back in front for the Brawler gloves to take effect. I didn't think it was worth spending a turn rearranging at that point because we were dealing with
Watch your step.
Just one dumb little noble all on their own. No, don't play with it. Vice, why? Why, Vice, why? At least they're okay, I guess. Damn it, Vice. Do I have holy water? I do. That can usually do something here, right? Yay, the hero's relieved. Stress reduced. And a party slot emptied. One more empty. Ooh, a scouting chance. No matter where we go, there's a barricade, but the one to our left has a curio, which will be more interesting than an empty room. Either way, we have to fight. Just a difference between a hallway battle and a curio room battle.
Seems bent on preventing passage.
Torches. Shit. So torches are bad for books because you're a book burner and that makes you a bastard. But for some reason torches are good for scrolls, but reading books can have good stuff happen, right? I'll give it a go. Her stress is reduced. Nope. I probably shouldn't try that. The main reason I gambled it was because we do have stress reduction in the party, so it's not too big of a risk. Hey, big guy. Not really happy to see you right now. At all, really. Alright. Probably want to take the other ones down real quick, because he'll be a little tougher to take down, but we can get him to have less reinforcements. That said, the melee characters can mostly only target him, so maybe that's the best thing to focus on anyway. Enjoy this bonus, everybody. Not the Goblet of Temptation. What will I do with so much temptation? I can feel it in my bones. Let's try to set up the everyone going after me if I can. Next, I'll probably do Defender on the Crusader to try to redirect damage better. In the meantime, 100% stun. Really, only 100% stun base. Oh wow, I have dazzling. How did I make the? Wow, I made the mistake of leaving her dazzling light at rank 1. My bad. That hurts the percentage really bad, so it's not even worth the attempt, really. Just cap herself off real quick. Hey. Well. I guess it's a good thing I did that, huh? Alright, 11 to 21. 31, not bad. That's a scary high crit for that early on, honestly. Counter, but not nearly as strong as the damage coming in that time. Still, it happens. Back to stress maintenance, yay! And the self-heal is probably the thing to do here. That hurt. Wow. A crit to counter a crit, huh? Okay. I'm going to try to guard the Crusader. We'll see if I can trigger that kind of counterattack. Oh, they're just attacking me right now. That sets me... I'm hoping that by guarding the Crusader, it'll also activate a riposte. Either way, they're going down fast right now, because the Crusader's not being rearranged, so he gets to do these nice, strong attacks. That's exactly what happened. Cool. So now if they attack either person in the front row, they get a riposte coming their way.
Give them no quarter.
Which functionally gives me more attacks per turn in many ways, more or less. So come and get it, buddy. Take the moment to try to stress heal. He is getting up there. All those tempting goblets do a number on you eventually. But he'll be all better. That's why I gave him that trinket for bonus healing. In fact, more healing! Oh no. Yeah! Oh, there goes your whole turn. How'd that work out for you? Just gonna take some chunks off you real quick. I probably should have done the stress heal, but I'm just trying to finish the fight real quick. There we go. I probably should have drawn it out longer to keep the stress heals going. You just can't waste an entire turn without attacking, obviously, because then people are like... people start panicking again.
But a victory nonetheless.
Party's mostly healthy. Man-at-Arms is higher on stress than I'd like. Hey, gargoyles. These guys are annoying. They usually have a decent evasion and damage reduction. Decent chance of hitting this time around. That's not bad.
A singular strike.
Might be able to take one of them down in the first turn, reducing the amount of overall incoming attacks pretty quickly. And they do count as unholy, which means that I can hit them with my bonus damage, which is nice. To prevent the incoming damage, I should probably just go for a judgment. 2 to 6 damage, but 64 is a gamble. And I took it. Wow, a crit. Alright. Now the fight became significantly safer. Let's punch that stress down. Punch in its dumb, stressy face. Bye.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Wow. A lot of money for one quick little fight, too. Dangerous thing, being an unholy, fighting a rank 1 Crusader with bonuses. Hey, books, see you later. Don't want to play with you anymore. Books are bad. Oh! That's not what I want to have happen at all. Thankfully, I can just take a dive and go back really far. I do want the Crusader to get forward as fast as possible. Thankfully... Oh, but Holy Lance won't be equipped, because I usually don't have it equipped. Right? Yeah, it's not equipped right now. That's a bummer. That is indeed a bummer. Alright, fine. Dick. I use Retribution on the Spearman. The primary thing is just to make myself a target. We're gonna want to get the Vestal back. Cool, it's her turn. Perfect. We're almost fixed now. Oh, that's perfect. They accidentally rearranged my party to fix things for me. They didn't even know how dumb they were being.
Destroyed.
One down. That wasn't very effective at all as a fight. Not the goblet. Anything but the goblet. Can I still do stress from the back row? Okay, so I don't need to rearrange my party anymore. That's nice. Everyone could use a bit of a heal. So they got it. Damn, that was a really strong heal, all things considered. And he's weak. Alright. Keep the stress flowing. Bards are always a funny concept. Check that guy out. He's just hanging out, playing a lute all day. Isn't that exciting? Oh, now we're back to the OG crew as far as this configuration goes. Interesting. Keep the retribution going. Bulwark should get... Oop, that actually almost did him in right there too, but I was planning on crusading him. Maybe the Vestal could kill him now. with that damage done, a party heals do now. Because now everyone's hurt by about a party heal's health. Just pick somebody. We're more even than usual on stress. Alright, yeah, keep the party going. Damn. Critical heal on the one person who's hurt enough for it to count. Let's finish this guy off. One less person to deal with. Now we have corpses in the way. Wow. Save that for the boss. 38. Oh, we're trying. Everyone's trying. It's okay. It's okay, everybody. Let's just cap everybody off. Just means I don't have to worry about healing after the fight. Wow, okay. 2 consecutive scary crits. Good for you. I'm happy. Unfortunately, the stress is still building up a bit. That's the problem with having the Goblin people around, obviously. This is a stun. That missed. Alright. Thought maybe I'd stall for a second by stunning the noble. Well, didn't use a stress attack this turn at least. That's something. 5 to 12, maybe. Nope. Minimum roll. Discounting complete misses. Ooh, not quite. Alright, fine. Fine, be that way. Gives me another chance to make everyone feel better. And then this happens.
Eradicated.
Seriously, Ego's a little scary in their number contribution right now.
Perished creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
More money and deeds and medicinal herbs. Remove debuffs. The debuff right now is reduced crit for 1 round. Not really noteworthy, but I don't think I want to yeah. Well, with the amount of food we have right now, I could also just eat real quick. Also valid. Yep. No, I can't. Shit. Anyone else hungry? No? Fine. Guess I'll throw it away. I guess. One more room. So we get to the next room and then we rest. Then once we've rested there, we'll be good for the boss fight. Should be all capped out, hopefully, but there's still one more hallway where stuff could go horribly, horribly wrong for me. As it likes to do. See Antiquarian. Hey, how you doing? I see you're surprised. Would you like some help with that? There we go. And yeah, just keep. Well, these are humans for once, so we can actually have a little fun here.
A decisive pummeling.
Enjoy the relatively powerful bleed spread across your party. I'm having a good time. It's great. 7 damage. Is he low enough to die from bleed? 3 damage per round? Oh, not quite. Disappointing. Still, a lot of damage coming their way really quickly. It's good to see a human every now and then. You kind of miss them sometimes. Bye. It was nice knowing you. Wow, the entire party dodged it. That must have been a terrible roll. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Alright, well, he's down. He's doing 3 damage per round, so he's pretty much down too. Close as it gets, honestly. Let's see if I can delay it a little bit. Nope. Oh, another blanket fire. Another miss. And another dodge. Alright, yeah. Not a lot happening there. I'll attack a corpse. Take that, corpse. I figure I can stall for one more quick stress heal. Hey, buddy. You feeling good? Everyone's feeling good. Really reduced bleed resist in this party right now. And yeah, they're gonna die from their dot no matter what anyway. Let's do a heal. There we go. As we wait for the fight to end on its own. Hey, another stress heal. Cool. Things are going good right now. Bye! Nice of you to visit.
This is how a life is taken.
Well, obviously I want the bus. So... grab those real quick. At this point, I'm not sure I need so many torches, although... I can still explore after the boss fight. I just prioritize the boss fight for obvious reasons because I want to make sure the main goal of the run is successful. But there's nothing else I really want to drop besides potentially torches because I do not want to lose any heirlooms because they're a pain. Yeah? Could.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
I gotta start that gold stack, because one way or another, we're gonna get more gold later anyway. So, the trading it for 50 gold seems dumb now, but ultimately I'm gonna have more than 50 gold to add to that stack. Rude. Alright, so one more fight before we get to our final resting plate. That's a terrible way to phrase that. I'm avoiding the conscript because the Crusader is likely to one-shot them at the beginning of the fight. Most likely situation. This is going pretty well. Only 2 attackers in the party in most situations, but the health and stress management is definitely working out so far. Just having strong healers and strong stress reduction. Alright, goodbye. As expected. Immediately giving us one less opponent to deal with. Next, I'll probably throw a prot towards him to keep that staggered back and forth. Could party heal, or I could... Let's attack the Bone Spearman. I can attack the Noble. They're both good targets. Reducing incoming... Yeah, we'll go for the Noble. In 2 turns, I can take him out, basically. And it heals me a bit, which doesn't hurt. Alright, now if they attack anyone in the front row, they get a riposte, which is fun. Ta-ta! As expected. As expected! Yay! Although it does make him the target for that kind of stuff. But it greatly increases the number of moves he gets per turn as far as how many people he gets to smash in the face with the mace. Did I say reduces or increases? Whatever, it increases the attacks, obviously. Bye! Wow, that was a tough one. And it reduced his stress even more because he just felt really good about it afterwards. We're gonna need to retribute again. Or I'm gonna lose it. Well, that didn't... Well, I still get it though, even if the hit misses. So, thank goodness for that. We're hitting the point that because I'm constantly reducing the stress of everybody else, the Jester is quickly actually becoming the person with the most stress, which is kind of funny. This person's health is down by 9, so the heal's actually pretty worth it. Wow, 14. Right, because of the bonuses involved, such as the 40%. Goodbye. Alright, gonna have to just start carving my way through here now. But you're next, Spearman. You're next. Hey, you're gonna make me do a party heal. That's not nice. Oh well, I guess I'll do it. Oh no, that was such a big problem. Oh, these counterattacks are not working out right now. Such staggering force. Could attack him directly, but it probably won't do much damage. 5 date's fine. Whoa, crit. There we go. It's still a valid damage source, it's just better with the bleed, obviously. But the boss can bleed.
Success so clearly in
Which is part of why it makes sense that I brought them. Can I
is it merely
I can eat the food off that screen. Nice. I didn't know. Let's go ahead and have a rest.
a spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
10% health is kind of not worth it right now. I'd like to reduce stress, but reducing stress involves eating 8. Yeah, let's do it. The stress reduction is nice, and then I'll just have to pull the plug if I once I get hungry, or plan on doing so anyway. At this point, using the stress skills probably won't be worth it because of how well it's been managed up to this point. Accuracy and crit would be good, especially the crit on our damage dealer, for example. Pray, chant, a lot of stress-related stuff. Dodge and crit would also be... Ooh, dodge and crit for the whole party? Yes. Prot and damage on self is probably a good idea. Just reminding myself what my options here again. Stress stuff, prevent the nighttime ambush is probably going to be... I do not want that ambush to happen. I'm going to go for preventing ambush. and prot and damage on self. Alright, so now we're going to wake up safely, which is my favorite thing.
The light, the promise of safety.
For me, the worst thing that can happen in this game is camping to recover, and then you get up and it's like, alas, they're upon us, or whatever, and you get swarmed. It's like, no, look at all that stress and damage we have. We just rested. That was the whole point. Oh, trap. How much damage?
Mechanical
oh, wow.
Possessed by evil intent.
Deja vu, huh? Right back at where we started with the 14 damage from a trap.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
Found the bad guy. Disaster will strike here. It is certain. Alright. Well, I'm gonna want to increase my prot then so I can avoid the incoming damage. It's going straight at me. Oh. Oh, no, yeah, the prot is on myself, right? Oh, yeah, his prot is way up there right now. What's it at? 35%? Not bad. Alright, so first goal is we need to get rid of a the pews are heavy. Oh, yeah, the first one's not too bad, though. If we can get past a pew, then he'll be in attack range of virtually everybody pretty quickly. Until then, though, we'll just throw a few buffs out there. And let's quickly heal our poor damaged soul. Ow. Okay, Blight's a bit not great. So let's smite this pew. The obvious downside of this party is that I usually fight the Prophet with a party that can attack rank 4 very well. And I don't have that right now. That's unusual for me, is to not bring that kind of party in. But I figured that we could just steamroll past this first row and we could make it work. Let's see. We do have to worry about those coming down, unfortunately. Can also use Judgment directly, but it's not a great idea. Could help with the pew, but at this point I should probably just maintain party heals, which are quite powerful. I did harvest 3 to 6 on each, and that's relatively pointless also. It's really the accuracy and crit I'd like, mostly the crit. I want to destroy one pew and then I'll start layering bleeds on him with the Jester, or so goes my plan. So I can do 9 to 18 damage right now, but we're about to be attacked, which is bad. So I'm going to want to use Guard Ally to keep our Vestal from taking bonus damage. And let's hope the smite might work. The smite might work out. Yeah, there we go. That's 100% of its original health. All right, now 3 of my characters can attack the enemy boss. Also, from what I've learned, I believe destroying the pews actually makes you more money. Alright, Crusader's stunned is not great. Ow. So I can't, apparently I can't protect the Vestal if I'm also getting hit by the attack. That's right. And a bummer. But now I can start doing this at least.
A devastating blow.
A devastating blow. Wow, 4 damage per round for 5 rounds means that's 20 damage of bleed alone. On top of doing that, what was it, 11 damage in the main attack? Stack that a few times and that'll get scary. Let's definitely get myself healed as best I can. Ow. You having some troubles there? See, so his prot's reduced by now, right? Prot is 60. No, his prot's still building up. I'll just use Guard Ally again. Yeah. The prot buildup is no joke. 75% bonus prot. He might just take like practically no damage from this impact. Which would be best. They're building stress up a bit. Yep, 3 damage. That's great. Bastard does get a lot of turns, though. Alright, Jester's gonna take the hit, because he's doubling up on us right now, unfortunately. Where's my prot at? 60%. I mean, I gotta do Retribution at some point. The fact that I don't have Retribution set up this whole time is a problem, because he's constantly attacking the whole party, which means he should be triggering Retribution all the time. But I was focused on the obvious problems that were also happening, of course. There we go. Bleed has like a 100% chance of happening, because he's got 20% bleed resistance, and I have like, yeah, 129% bleed chance, which is good. See, I could start smiting my way past this thing, or I could try to heal somebody up over here. It's probably going to be the thing to do is try to keep the Jester from dying. Because they're about to take a hit, so let's cap them off first. Alright. Yeah, full party heal is the most efficient way to maintain the party. That's a tough bleed to keep stacking. It should be 12 next turn. There we go. There's the retribution that I needed to have set up this whole time. Yes, the Jester dodged it. Fantastic. His dodge is huge right now. I gave him the cloak of camouflage, so whenever we have high light, he has extra dodge, 15%, which should take his total dodge to, yeah, 55. He'll dodge most attacks, basically. He's being a bastard. He's constantly hitting both my man-at-arms and somebody else, meaning my man-at-arms can't actually use their protections properly, which is frustrating, but I can probably out-heal whatever's going on. He's now taking 12 damage per turn. Let's help out our man-at-arms here. Thankfully, he's got a nice modifier on incoming heals of 40%, so that helps maintain quite a bit, actually. Let's beat my way through this last pew so the Crusader can help properly. Probably a best case scenario. Best case scenario, I would have had 2 man-at-arms for this crew instead of 1, because the Crusader is kind of pointless in this fight right now. Ow! That's a lot of damage coming in. Oh, here it comes again. Who will you save, Batman? Is totally what's kind of happening right now. I'm going to use Protect Ally on the Vestal to guard their incoming damage, and then the Vestal's going to heal the Crusader. Or maybe themselves. No, the Vestal should be safe because the Man-at-Arms is not being attacked. Keep stacking that dot. 16 damage per round. That's fantastic. Alright. Let's help the Crusader, because they're not being protected, so we need to counter-heal what's coming in. He's going down. He does like the Blights, which definitely encourages me to keep healing the party all at once, because that's a little rough to have incoming all the time. I should probably just heal, honestly. At least the Crusader is a good damage sink. It's like somebody who can take a lot of hits without it being too bad. But, we're getting a little more in danger than I was originally planning. Motherfucker. Alright. Well, that's bad. Alright, that is in fact bad news. Still, he'll be dead very soon. That's 16 damage per round. He's dead in 2 turns just from that alone, let alone all the other damage coming in. Hit points are at 19 and 15. That's not good. Splitting the heal probably makes the most sense at this point, honestly. I'd like to heal them individually, but it's not going to happen right now. I need prot right now. Because you don't get any prot at all from Retribution. So it's going to have to be Defender. There we go. The Defend ally won't actually do anything, but I'll at least get the bonus health. I mean the bonus damage reduction. Alright, here comes the rocks. Right? No, not yet.
Vision. The end approaches.
Alright, he's pretty... Oh, shit balls. Oh no. That's bad. Oh no. Yeah, I miscalculated when I made this party. This was not the right set to bring in. But damn if we don't need to heal the Crusader really badly. I really hope their turn doesn't come before... I mean, maybe I can kill them before... Maybe I can just kill this guy and end the fight, and then immediately retreat from this level. Bash, 9 to 18. No, man. All right, that's bad. Single target heal. There we go. Off death's door for the moment. There you go. Death's down. Boss is down. Whew.
So long as he remains dead.
Relatively scary. Things could have gone better. Let's go, let's dump stuff on the ground. Grab everything. Get the fuck out of here. No more exploring. It's cool. We beat the boss. Yeah, I tried something a bit different. Turns out that the damage that's incoming from that boss is still too high to just get healed past and stuff like that. So ultimately, while the bleed was helpful, specifically having the Crusader for that fight was not particularly helpful. My usual approach of dealing with that kind of boss by using people like an Arbalist and a Highwayman and like a bunch of ranged characters that can just keep pounding on the back row probably makes the most sense. Unfortunately, I am kind of piecing together a party out of what I can for what's available in this middle tier, but I think I did have some better options that I could have gone with and should have. Got a focus ring. 3 deeds, only 3 deeds unfortunately, but I'm happy to make a detour from my quest of getting more deeds when it involves taking down a boss fight. And that's one more boss fight taken down. Night Owl, Ennui, or Onway, I think it's pronounced. Ooh, damage and stress versus beasts, not great for the healer though. Ow. Yay, Ego's a klepto. That's always a fun trait to get.
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
Yeah, I didn't have the best options, but I could have brought a Houndmaster along, which would have had better attack range. Could have been additionally applying the dot with Lucas, which could have been better than Ego, but at the same time, Ego was better at taking hits than most other characters could have been, so that probably helped our health pool a bit. There is definitely a certain sense of restriction of trying to make a relatively small pool of characters work, because obviously my biggest variety of characters are all trapped in level 5 land where their armor doesn't work yet. We'll work on that. Good news is no one is super in need of stress treatment, so that one didn't have that many costs assigned to it necessarily. That's a start. Ah, oh, damn it. Zero is no longer hopeless, but they left in search of a holy vision, so they're gone. Bye, Zero. So we had a character not come back, as they often do. But hey, we took out the Sonorous Prophet. So now you can scroll for a fair little bit without you getting your first one, which is the Swine King of the bosses I haven't downed yet. We're getting there. We might be about halfway through all the bosses in the game. Progress.